Come on. Oh, you're waiting for your treats. Mm-hmm.
Hello friends and welcome to my channel. I'm Shannon. If you haven't been here before, thank you so much for stopping in. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for supporting me and coming back. This video is going to be a cleaning video. I'm going to go ahead and clean my house. Today is Monday and I need to kind of reset after a long weekend. We did a lot of yard work. We closed our pool this weekend and we winterized our pool deck and our patio. And we also had a bunch of soccer. Both my boys, I have two boys and a daughter, but both my boys were at soccer games this weekend. So I need to catch up on housework and all the things that we didn't do this weekend, even though it was a really busy weekend. So stick around and I hope it brings you some motivation to clean your house as well, or just sit back, relax, have a cup of coffee or whatever you like to drink and watch me clean my house. Let's get started. So I know I've said in a previous video that my kids generally help when it comes to cleaning the house. I believe strongly that it takes the entire household to keep up on the housework, and especially since my husband and I both work full-time. But a lot of days I work for a few hours in the morning and then I work for a few hours again in the evening. So even when my kids aren't home, I like to work on the house when I have time. And normally my youngest son would be the one unloading the dishwasher. But because he was still at school, this was midday, I decided to go ahead and unload it and just get it done and get the house reset. He had a really busy weekend. He had a lot of games, a lot of practices, and I don't mind taking over when I need to. Does anybody out there still have pictures or drawings, awards, or different things on their refrigerator when it comes to their kids? I tried to really cut down on the items that I have in my refrigerator because I know it can look cluttered, but I don't know, there's just something about posting a cross-country number or a swim team picture or a graduation announcement. I just love posting things on my fridge to remind my kids of how much I appreciate them and how proud I am of them, but sometimes I feel like I'm the only one that still does that. Anybody else? I have always been the type of person that likes to get the dinner dishes done right after dinner. I don't like to let dishes or pans sit overnight, and this is a great example as to why. This pan, this little pot, and this wooden spoon had macaroni and cheese on them from the night before, and it took me quite a bit of time to get all of that off. I just really like to get the dishes done as soon as we're done eating, but this day, clearly the night before, it wasn't possible, but that's what I strive for. You can see me here just cleaning my sink with a scrub brush and my Dawn dish soap. I'd like to find something different to use on this sink. I feel like there's a lot of wearing around the drain. I don't even know what this is made out of. If I had to guess, I'd say some type of, I don't know. It has a texture to it. It's not like it's smooth. So I'm not really sure what to clean it with. I've tried Comet in the past. I don't know if there's any way to actually get it fully clean. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. I decided to go ahead and clean off my stovetop this day. It's a job that I really do not enjoy. One of the things I don't like about it is that the little pieces that sit on top of my burners, there where the actual flames come out, they tend to fall off if I touch them even a tiniest bit. I can blow on them and they'll fall off, and they're not easy to put back on. They have to go on just so. But this day I didn't really have an issue with that. I was able to clean it really well without having those fall off. And it was fairly dirty. I probably only do this once every couple weeks. I'll clean the top part, like the display, and I'll clean, where the knobs are, but the actual inside where the burners are, it's every couple weeks because it's really time consuming and it doesn't get as dusty as the rest of the stove. I'm just adding some of my apple pie bars that I bought from a local bakery to our s'mores brownies on our dessert platter. I just love having this on display. I feel like it makes it so cozy and inviting and just makes the treats a little bit better. We try really hard as a family to recycle whatever possible, so I do have a little crate with a couple of paper bags in it on the other side of my island to hold all of our recyclables until we take them outside. We don't have enough room in our kitchen to do that. Unless it's a really cold day or it's been snowing, I like to open my front door, even if it means I have to move the dog bed away and back again. It just lets so much more light into this living room, and I love a lot of natural light. This day was actually really nice and warm, so I ended up opening the windows later as well. It really felt like my dogs were very interested in my cleaning project this day. I don't know if it's because they saw me setting up a camera and they wanted to know what was going on or what, but all three of them were very attentive while I was cleaning. And I did want to mention, speaking of dogs, that generally when I'm cleaning, I always have a Roomba running in the background. I don't think you'll see it in this video, but I have one upstairs in my bedroom, and I also have one that's in the breezeway that we move from the breezeway to the main floor. And that really does make a huge difference, and it really helps a lot in our fight against dog fur, because I do have 3 dogs. So we're constantly working at keeping all the dog fur off of the floors with those Roombas, and they're actually really helpful. As you can see, I have a very 50s style bathroom with the ceramic tile and the little tiles as our flooring. I have wanted to change this bathroom, like do a complete renovation on it for so long, but bathroom renovations are so expensive, and we just had to kind of pick and choose what we wanted the most out of our house, and the bathroom just kind of gets left for last. So we do the best we can with what we have. And I don't mind it. I just wish that we could steer clear of the ceramic tile, although I feel like it is making a comeback, so maybe by the time we are ready to renovate it, this will actually be in style again. I know it might look a little odd that we have 2 mirrors in a row in this bathroom, but a few years ago I did this because the mirror above our sink is fairly small, and my daughter, who's 23 right now, she was a teenager at the time, and we needed more mirror space. If someone was in front of the mirror at the sink, nobody else could do their makeup or their hair, so she and I could stand next to each other in this bathroom, even though it's fairly small, and still get ready in the same space. So it worked out really well. She's getting ready to move out soon, and that's going to be a whole nother video. I am just one of those people that really appreciates natural light and air movement through the house. So whenever there is a nice enough day, I open my windows. Of course, all the shades are open and the blinds are open because I just love the natural lighting, even if it means I'll just have to turn around and close it all again later in the day. I feel like it's good for the soul. When I was making this, I was using this blanket as our comforter. The duvet was in the wash because Maisie Grace, my little dog you can see in this video, she had gotten really excited a couple days before when she was on the duvet, and she peed all over it. And so I've been spending the last week, even after this video was made, trying to figure out how to make it not smell weird, because we washed it and we tried to dry it. I tried to air dry it after we dried it in the dryer, and it just has this weird smell. And even though it says we were able to wash and dry it like that, I don't know what's going on with the goose feathers. I think I may have to get rid of it completely, which is such a shame. But in the meantime, this was the blanket that we were using. We're gonna have to get a new comforter, I think, but what can you do? Moving along into the breezeway here, this is where our main entry door is. So when we come in from our cars or when we have visitors, this is the main door we use. We don't use our front door for that because we don't want our dogs to run out the front door. But because of that, this ends up being an area where people take off their shoes, where they drop their bags, where they put things down. And I work really hard to make sure that this area doesn't become too cluttered. I really don't like the feel of everything just kind of being thrown down when you walk in the door. Because this is the first thing everyone sees if they do visit, I just don't want it to be full of shoes and bags and things. So I was putting some pop bottles into the garage because in Michigan we have deposit, so those are going to go back to the store. And I did put my son's soccer bag in there. I took the recycling out that was from the dining room. And I also do want to mention that even though this is a breezeway, this technically is our dining room. So our dining room table is in here. You can see the extra chair for the dining room table is at the desk. This was a decision we made a couple of years ago. So we have the island table in our real, dining room area. And this table is in the breezeway because this is a much larger room. We can put 5 people at this table comfortably. There's a leaf inside this table in case we need to make it bigger, and it just fits our family better, and this whole space fits our family better. And so here's a quick overview of the finished product of my cleaning today. Since I do work in the mornings and then I usually work in the afternoon as well, it feels really good to know that this clean got done in the middle of that and I can come home to a clean house later. Hopefully, even though my kids will be home from school by then. But yeah, it was a productive clean. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Till next time.